Okay, guys, I think we're back. I think we are up and running now. Okay. All right. Everything seems to be in working order. If anybody could confirm on Instagram, just let me know if everything looks okay, everything sounds okay. You can see the stream. We just had to reset the stream right now. I just want to make sure everything's working. So if you could help me out, let me know. Thank you. Also on YouTube or Twitch, if you're watching, let me know. Poker Robot says, what good? You tell me. But also hello. Okay, so he snap called me with that. All right, that's great. All right, so as far as I know, everything's looking good on YouTube. I don't know how it's looking elsewhere on Instagram and Twitch. Let me know if you could, if everything seems to be working correctly. Had to reset the stream just now. Bleh. Gross. Insta good now. Awesome. Thank you, Thor. And Justin Roy. Appreciate you. I got nothing here. Not doing anything crazy. 8-10, not playing that. 10 on turn. Yeah, you know, but I'm not gonna... I wasn't gonna call. I think if I'm remembering correctly, it was a jam, and I had like just a gut shot. Raise on YouTube. Creolog. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know which hand we were referring to, but I will definitely be raising at some point here. Poker Robot says looks good. Loud and clear. Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Playing a couple tables right now. Two separate tournaments. So we're jumping around. Not doing anything there, not gonna get too crazy. And you're not limping and folding here, so you're gonna call. We're going three ways. I'm not gonna call with just second pair there. Gut shot, all in a jam. No. Can't just call off there. Oh, just top set. It's pretty good flop. What's going on this table? I have no idea. Weird. King 5 suited on that with 24 big blinds. Nah, I'm not gonna get too wild. Need to start playing a little bit tighter there. King 7 suited, not as bad. Hate to fold is a super wide player, and we're facing a raise. I'm not gonna sit here and call off 30 big blinds. Just gotta play relatively straightforward on this site and should be good. Well, would have loved to see that flop. Raise! Oh, bleh, gross. That is so far the only commentary I've gotten from you is raise. I love the energy. Color. Not sure what that means. Yeah, Thor. Oh man is correct. Would have turned the nut flush on that other one. Such is life. Can't play every shitty hand I have, right? Hoping to hit the nut flush. Color means flush. I don't know why. I've never heard that. Haven't been playing poker my entire life, but I have not heard that. Raise for King 7 red. I don't think King 7 is the best 3-betting candidate with my stack size, even though I am on the button. I think I could just fold. King Jack. This would be a jam, but I'm under the gun. Early position, I don't want to be jamming there. Because this is basically a jam or fold stack. Getting there with this stack. Raise, good hand. If we're still talking about King 7, I mean, there are worse hands. I will say that. I wouldn't say it's like the best hand, but. Getting a lot of King 5s. 7, 8 suited in the big blind. Happy to just fold 4's early position. Wow, 7-3 offsuit, huh? Wild. These players are wild. Well, I might not insta-fold that. Hi, how's it going? I think that's Lydia on Twitch. If that is Lydia, hello. If that's not Lydia, then whatever. Lydia, it is Lydia. Haha. Hi, Lydia. 7-8, good. Yeah, see, these are all good hands. You're right. I should just be playing all these. Seven, 8 is a good hand. You are not wrong. So for those who are just joining, we are playing 2 tournaments on Clubs Poker right now. First one that we have over here is 1,000 guarantee, and this other one is a free buy satellite. Yeah, that's what we got. Playing a couple tournaments. And we're short stacked on both. Mostly this one though, which isn't the end of the world because it was free to enter. No green tea today. Having some coffee, cold brew. Man, tons of action happening around me, but can't seem to find a good spot to put the chips in. Maybe I should have done it with King 7 suited. How long have you been playing poker? That is a great question, and I love answering this question. So I count only the years that I've been playing poker seriously, because before I started playing seriously, I knew nothing, basically nothing about the game. You know, you move cards around, you move chips around, you have a good time, and you say, oh, I like to play poker, but you're not actually playing poker. I got a coach, poker coach, in September of 2023, and that is when I really started to play seriously. And that is when I count how long I've been playing poker. Because before then, again, basically knew nothing. And I still don't know a lot, you know. It is such a high skill ceiling that if you're not constantly studying, you are just always behind. And for the most part, you're always just behind because there are just so many good players out there, man. But I love it. I crave more knowledge in this game. So studying is pretty fun. Betty 6111111. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. You're awesome. I might have said a couple extra ones there, but it's on the house. All the chips are going in here. Without question. I want to get called. Ugh, gross. Don't feel great about it. And that's poker, baby. Alrighty. Rebuy. No, I'm not rebuying into that because it was free. Yes, I will leave that tournament. And now we can just focus on the one. Focus on this one. Who needs 2 tables, right? Now we're down to 16 big blinds here. Starting to get real careful with what we're doing. Like I haven't been already, right? Damn. Nice. Good for jacks. Zane says, poker? I barely know her. Get out of here, Zane. With your zany jokes. I was in the middle of asking, but then the stream had to get reset. So I did change things. I put the action on top and I am on bottom as opposed to the other way around. Last time, a couple times I've had people request that. How does it look? Does it cover too much of my pretty face? Or just enough? That's on Instagram and YouTube, not on Twitch. On Twitch, it is horizontal. So if that is your preferred way of viewing, then you'll get it all. Zane says, I think it looks better. Thank you very much. When people were recommending it, it sounded like a great idea. Queen 10 suited, under the gun, no thank you. Trying to go pro, maybe someday. That's the dream. Right? Right, Thor? That is the dream. I would love to go pro eventually. Now, when I say go pro, right? Because really all that defines a professional in this game is that you are playing poker for your primary source of income. I think that is not as fun. I've heard some horror stories of, it just, you feel like you're playing poker with a gun to your head, and that's never a fun way to play poker. I think probably having multiple streams of income, which is why I'm doing content creation on top of it, plus playing poker is my ideal future, and that's what I would love. But hey, if you can just go pro, power to you, man. Of course, power to you. You're Thor. No. I don't even know why I called pre-flop. That was a bad call. Learn from my mistakes. I've been only playing for a year and a half. Play online, like free apps first, just to learn how it plays. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but that's what I did. Play online on like free apps just to learn how it plays. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying for someone who's a little bit less familiar with poker in general, to get a feel for the game, start there, and then go to playing for the real monies. If that's what you're saying, then I think that's a great place to start. Also, YouTube, just filled with information. If you want to learn how to play poker, there's a million ways to learn on YouTube. Yes, I think that's a great way to start to learn how to play the game for sure, because it's free. You're not really risking much. I will say, though, that a lot of people play pretty differently when there's not real stakes involved. If you're not actually playing with money. Ace 5 offsuit here is just a jam. What's up, Josh? We played WSOP event together this summer. Found your page later on. Good luck. Really? That's super interesting. So I played one WSOP event, and I was at the same table the entire time. Do you remember what seat number you were? That's a good question. Because I remember quite a few people at that table. That is very true, but just learning hands, I mean, mostly. Yeah, I mean, it's great for, learning how your hand, works, how it interacts with certain boards, what to look out. You're looking out for straights, flushes, all that stuff seems like super simple to those who have been playing the game for so long. It's like, second nature, but for people who aren't as familiar with the game, it's a great way to figure it out when there's no stakes involved. No real stakes. I agree with that. I was 2 to your left, I believe. I had on a white hat and glasses. So if I'm remembering correctly, I think I was in seat 8, which meant that I had one person on my left, which meant you would have been seat 1. Did you have the dealer on your right? Or I might have been in seat 7, now that I'm thinking about it. Your description sounds familiar. Hold on, I might even have a photo from when I played at the WSOP. Hold on one second here. We're doing this, we'll do it live. No, I can't find the photos. Anyways, I think you were 7, either that or we were 10-handed. We might have been 10-handed. I remember it being pretty cramped. But did you outlast me? Did I outlast you? Did you get moved to another table? Just pretty, serendipitous that you were able to find my page. Also, if that's the case, I think you were probably... So if that's... We're saying that the dealer was on your left. So yeah, we were sitting pretty close. Also, fun fact, during that tournament, the WSOP tournament. Now, that was my first WSOP I'd ever played. It's the only WSOP I've ever played. Great time, had a fantastic time. The only problem was I had a bit of a tummy ache, okay? And when I say tummy ache, for anyone who's familiar with, has been following me and my stories, why did I just call here? What a terrible, terrible call. I mean, I don't feel so bad now that I have a club in my hand. For those, again, who are familiar and were watching my stories that I was posting, I had appendicitis and did not know it. King high, something, showdown value. And so shortly after, ended up going to the hospital to get my appendix removed. So I blame the WSOP. I played so many, I don't remember who outlasted who, but I remember we had a lot of fun and were joking around. That sounds like us. I'm glad I vaguely remember the description of, you said white hat and glasses. That sounds familiar. Man, I don't want to... I probably could have just jammed there, honestly. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up on stream, live, here, live, for everyone to see. Terrible, miserable. Ugh. Ugh! Raise! No, you're right. You right. Yeah, I make some weird calls in like the big blind and the small blind, but then I have like a perfectly good jamming hand there, and I fold it. What is up with this guy? You know? Versus 3x open, I think it's fine to fold. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could go either way. The problem is no fold equity. Yeah, and honestly, if I remember correctly, that was this Jargus guy. I've played with Jargus here, and if they're raising, they're definitely calling, and like they do not like to fold. So I'm not like stoked to see a flop with 8-9 suited versus you know, a 3x open. What are you gonna do? A6 suited here, I will jam though with 9 bigs. Happy to get it all in. Not happy that it's the worst ace, but still happy it's an ace. We get a call. We'll see if we get 2. I hope we don't. Tanking. Queen 9 and just demolished. No sweat. All right. We still got late reg. I think I will do one more rebuy. And see if we can make something happen. For y'all. Hate it. Damn A6. Yeah, Lydia. Memories. I always get these weird hands that like I'd love to have in the late position and jam with like a short stack, but like from early position, nah. Jay the Goat is all in versus Big Fe. Fe. Wow. What a run out. Oof. And we get slapped into another table. Blinds went up. A6 offsuit. Not feeling it. I am not feeling it. And if you don't feel it, you don't have to play it. I'm here to tell you right now. Got Rocket V2 at my table. Familiar with them. Amen. I said something similar about that hand. Yes, you did, Lydia. You did. You did. Let's see here. Thor says, what's one thing you hate about new people playing in the table? Do you mean like new players in general? Like what's something that bothers me about new players in general? Newbies. Newbies. Um, I don't know. You know, it's not. I think I'm kind of past the point of like hating newbies. It's if you're new to poker, you know, I welcome you. It's the people. You know what? I feel great about this. We're in good shape. No 8. Fantastic. Yeah, like the I guess how about this? If I had to give an answer, it's the new players that think they're just like the bee's knees. You know, they think they know a lot. There's a lot of oh, what's that called? Dunning-Kruger effect. It's, you know, you feel like you know a lot about the game, and it's just such a high skill ceiling in this game that the moment that you feel like you understand it is the moment that you will quickly realize you know nothing about this game when truly put to the test. And it's so easy because I've been there when I was a newer player and I started to, you know, get into it and started to like maybe like I had a couple big wins or whatever, and you start to feel like you just have pocket kings all the time, and you can't lose. But it takes, you know, just a slap of reality. I think just a 3-bet. I want to jam, but just gonna 3-bet. I don't want to give him too much of a chance to fold. And he folds anyway. But yeah, that's my answer. It was a very long-winded answer, but it is an answer. I think in this game, everyone just needs to be nice to each other. We're all here to have a good time. We're all just, you know, here to play a game that we like playing. Some people are here for other reasons. Some people play this game because they just... Ugh, I don't like that. They're jamming. Early position raise, and they're like, you know what? All my chips are going in. I doubt they're doing that with Ace-10. I have played with this player before. I'm going to fold. Just my 2 cents, but your 3-bet with King should be around 4.5 to 5 big blinds with those stacks. You could be correct. I'm thinking back to it. Yeah. I do like that. I think it's, honestly, I think I was just in the middle of talking, you know, about everything, and I just picked a sizing that was just slightly too big. I do agree with you, though. Thank you for your input. Appreciate you. See, we're all here to learn from each other, all right? Don't think that you know everything. Queens versus 4s. But I do want to be that armchair quarterback that pretends to know a lot, know it all. Don't want to be. Yeah. I hear you. No worries. I appreciate. Look, I appreciate the input. Don't feel bad about that because you should see some of the things that people say on these streams. You know, everybody wants to tell me how to do everything, but as long as you're nice about it, you know what I mean? We're all having a good time. We're all here just to be friends, all right? But yeah, I appreciate the input. I really do. I don't know everything, and I don't pretend to know everything. Jack 10 versus Ace Queen. Fair. I would say that's fair. Late registration has 6 minutes left. There are 18 people in this tournament. And we're going to see if we can win it all. Icorn64, remind me your name if you're familiar, if you're comfortable saying it on stream. Of course, you do not have to. Is Clubs Poker a global poker skin? Dan. Hi, Dan. What we got here? Oh, just a straight. I don't mind raising it. I should have raised to 3, but what are you doing? Raise, says Thor. Is Clubs Poker a global poker skin? I don't know enough to say one way or the other. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could be losing versus King Jack, but how about the same hand? Oh, God. Almost a club on that river would have just destroyed my heart. Yeah, I honestly don't know much about global poker. Yeah, right back at you. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe it has a sweepstakes model as well. If that's the only similarities, then it's pretty close. Don't know. Don't play on there, but I do play on here, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit, actually. It's a great player field. It's a great field of players, I mean to say. It really is. I know Global uses sweeps coins. Maybe they both just have the same setup. Yeah. I honestly, I don't know of any others that have the same type of like sweeps coins model. I've only ever heard of that being the other one to have that. So, yeah. Come on. Maybe they're on a pee break. Is the WSOP app a good way to learn? You know, I think I've played on there. Yeah, any of those free, apps where you're just playing for whatever coins they have on there. I think is a fantastic way to learn how to play the game. Yes. Just downloaded. Thor, I hope you enjoy your time there. Feel free to ask me any questions you got. I'm happy to help. Feel free to DM me, if you got any questions about poker. We're all here to learn together, all right? Wow, just quads. Pretty good hand. Deserves one of these. Imagine getting in with aces 3 ways and just quads on the flop. No sweat. Late registration has about another minute. Pocket Rockets. That is correct, Thor. Pretty good hand. It's funny when people ask, people ask like poker players, what's your favorite hand? Everybody has a different answer, but every once in a while you'll get, a lot of people, they just go, well, aces. Well, yeah, that's, come on, we're being real. That's everyone's favorite hand. Well, actually, maybe not. Some people just like jacks. Maybe they've lost a little too many hands with it because maybe they tried to slow play it or whatever, or they just got sucked out, and they're just terrified to have aces. They're like, all my money's gonna go in, and it's just gonna get lost. That's how they feel with aces. My favorite hand would be nines. Now, why is your favorite hand nines? That's an interesting favorite hand. Is there a story behind that, or is it you just like the way it looks, like the way it moves? The first time I ever came to think, oh, you know what, I do like this hand a lot, is actually the parking lot hand, which is ace queen. I don't know why I like ace queen. Something about the shape of it, don't know, couldn't tell you, but I do like that hand. Yes, my daughter is born on September 9th, 2019. Well, that's a pretty good reason to like pocket nines. That's a better reason than mine for liking ace queen. I don't know, I just like the way it looks. Yours is better. Okay, we're on a bit of a break here. Let's see what other tournaments we got going right now. In a few minutes, there's going to be a free roll going. We could also pivot to cash after this. I'll throw that question to you guys. Anybody in the chat, if you got a preference, you'd rather watch me play some cash, or if you're fine sticking with tournaments, let me know either way. I like both, so whatever floats your boat, says Dan. All right. Well, we'll see. We're still in a tournament. We only got a couple more minutes before we're back. Late registration is over, so we're locked in, baby. We're going to see if we can run this up. And then we'll see what happens. The night is young, as they say. I think my least favorite hand is Queen Jack. It's so garbage, says F Wizzle. Am I saying that right? F Wizzle? I don't know if I'm saying that right. It could be FW Izel. That makes it sound a little bit fancier. But yeah, Queen Jack is not a super favorable hand. I don't know if I go as far to say that it's garbage, but maybe. Which casinos do you play at? Thor, I like to play at a couple casinos, local casinos for me. When I say local, I mean they're still kind of a drive for me, but they're in the LA area. I'm in California. Gardens Casino is probably my favorite. I've played at Commerce Casino. I've played at Lucky Lady. Lucky Lady has some fantastic action in LA. I haven't played at Hustler Casino, though I've heard that the action is bananas there. But yeah, Hustler Casino is usually my go-to. Play a lot of live tournaments there. Super fun. They put on great tournaments. I don't know if you're in the LA area, but if you ever are in the LA area, highly recommend. I never have luck with Queen Jack, always seem to have dry boards and never connect. Yeah, I mean, it has a time and place. I'll say that. Queen Jack offsuit, you know, any offsuit hand versus suited doesn't look as good, but I do like the look of Queen Jack suited. Sometimes get a little silly with it. And your pronunciation is fine. now when you say it's fine, F-W-I-Z-L, I kind of like that. And if that's not how you pronounce it right now, moving forward, highly recommended. Super fancy. Tampa area. Okay. Now remind me if you've played live poker. If you've been to any casinos out there. Got 17 big blinds. Late registration is over. 20 players left in this tournament. That's where we're at. So we're locked in. Once we're out, we're out. Yes, only once, but it was in San Antonio, called SA Cards. Oh, okay. And what was your experience like? Did you enjoy it? Did you play cash? You play a tournament? What stakes? All the questions right at you. I'll change my name to... What's that? F-W-I-Z-L. Just for you. That's so sweet. Just for me? You're too kind. It's a very long name. Man. Would have loved to be involved with this pot, but we got 11 big blinds, guys. We're not looking to just throw chips around, all right? We're gonna try to be somewhat intelligent about the way that we spend our monies. Looking around the table, some similar stack sizes here. But I mean, with our stack, we're jamming or folding. I am not raising off of 11 big blinds for the most part. Played cash game and enjoyed it a lot. That's why I want to learn more. I did leave down $200, but it's all good. Someday I'll get better. That's the spirit. Yeah. As long as you're just having a good time, that's what it's all about, man. You know? Yeah, some of the games where I've had like the most fun are the ones where I've left the game, you know, down. So it happens. Hell yeah, free drinks. Yeah, I mean, not in all casinos. You know, here in California, they don't do that. I know that, you know, like if I play in Vegas, yes, but I don't go to Vegas too often. Last time I was in Vegas was, Dan knows this, if you're still in the chat, is when I was at WSOP this past summer. As I said previously on this stream, I had appendicitis and did not partake in alcohol because my poor tummy couldn't handle it. I didn't know I had appendicitis, but figured it out very quickly. Okay, if it's folding to me, King 9 suited is just fine for a jam. It is not folded to me. A little weirded out by this limpy limps. I'm not going to get as many folds as I want to when players like this limp behind me. So I'm going to fold. You know, the players that just limp too many times, you know, even though I have 9 big blinds versus their 1 big blind that they limped with, too many times you'll just see somebody limp call in that spot. And I'm not looking to have these 3 players potentially call me as well. Not a good spot. Not playing that. All right, we got 14 players left. Pays out the top 8. Right now we are with our chip stack, we're 11th out of 14. Pretty good hand. Do you ever play any table games at the casino? Yeah, you know what? I actually do like. I do like blackjack. Table games, I'm assuming, besides poker. Blackjack was one of my. Thor. Raise! Yes, with aces I will raise. Lots of chips. Yeah, but I started out playing blackjack before I got super into poker, and then I realized, well, the reason why I even started playing poker is because I was with blackjack. I was like, oh, this is like, you know, you get like the best odds for the most part if you play perfectly, for the most part with blackjack. But once I found out that the odds are way better in poker if you study and understand what you're doing and can exploit other players who are no bueno, then your odds are much better because you can actually manipulate other players and take their money. Give me a spade on the river. Lydia says, how many people started in this tourney? I don't know, but I can check. Give me a sec. I'm not calling this. 58 players started. This is our second bullet. Second and final bullet because late registration is over. 6 river. 6 river. Manifestation. FWIZL. Question right back at you. How about that? Do you ever play any table games at the casino? For the straight. Yeah, would have been great. Would have been great, Thor. But, I think no. I'm just going to fold it. Because I don't feel comfortable raising it. I can't raise off this stack size here. And I'm not jamming. So it's just a fold. You ever hit a royal flush? I think I've hit a royal flush, not in a live game, but on like an online game. Yeah. Mainly blackjack, says FWIZL. Yeah, blackjack's great. And in Vegas, there's a like I do like playing like well, this is a jam. Suited ace feels not the best because okay. Oh, clubs, come on. Doesn't matter. Oh, damn. That's poker, baby. That is poker. Rivered. That's poker. What are you gonna do? 13th out of 58. It tis what it tis. Let's check out some cash games. What do you say? Oh, Benita's got some meetup games going on here. I wouldn't mind supporting other content creators here on clubs. So if nothing else looks too good, let's just go there. Let's check it out. Let's get involved. Join with 40. See how it goes. Let's play some cash. Let's switch it up. Such a shame so many casinos have adopted 6-5 continuous shuffler games. It's horrible for the player. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just there's so many ways to look at the games in casinos and just be like, they're constantly pushing that line to where it's like they just have just that edge that they need. But I mean, it's what we sign up for. You know what I mean? Going into the casino, we know that the house always wins, all that good stuff. That's why I love poker. You know? I feel like I have the most control. I'm not gonna have anything near, close to that type of control at any other game. Especially not slots. Don't play slots. Sometimes you can play slots if you're feeling naughty. I've been digging tournaments a little bit more than cash lately. Just, is poker your main income? No, it is not. I do have a day job. I have a 9 to 5. And I would love to have, poker, the poker world, anything surrounding that be my main source of income. But alas, it is not. That's good. Yes, it is good. I do like having a 9 to 5. I don't like having a 9 to 5. A little bittersweet. It's nice to not have be playing poker with the gun to my head, so to speak. Sports betting is fascinating to me. It's crazy how much it's blown up the past 4 years. Yeah, you know what? That's something that I know nothing about is sports betting. There's so many people, especially in the poker world, that are constantly talking about sports betting. I just can't get into it. I cannot get into it. Are you involved with a lot of sports betting? Are you familiar with the whole thing? With all that good stuff? Yeah, like I was saying, just, I don't know. I've been feeling tournaments a lot lately, a lot more lately. It just feels more competitive. Cash just feels too much like, you know, if you're in the mood for something like fishing, cash games. But if you're in the mood to get out there and, you know, really go head to head with people, I don't know why. Tournaments just feels great. Pretty good hand. We're gonna go to 2.5 here. Royal flush coming. Maybe. We'll see. Here live. Pretty good flop. And we're going to continue. No reason to check. Yeah, I'm familiar and was really into it when it first got legalized in my state, but you will lose in the long run. Yeah, I can see that. And then we get raised. Kind of weird. I guess he could have something like ace-5, ace-2. Probably not ace-queen. He's not limp calling with that pre-flop for the most part. And I think we just check here. See what he does here. Ugh. Getting raised on the turn doesn't feel great. Ace-jack would rather just call down. And the flush got there. There are too many reasons to fold this hand. If you don't know how to fold a pair in this game, you will go broke fast. A lot of players don't like to bluff. I'm fine giving up top pair. It was a pretty hand that turned into a not so pretty hand based on what they did and how the board ran out. So be it. That's poker. And I'm gonna raise this. Let's raise the 2. He does not seem like one to fold. And I don't have too much going on here. I might be able to get away with... Let's see what he's gonna do here. Okay. Well, I'm not going to bet at that card, even though it is good for me. I think this is better as a check call. Pretty big sizing. We'll just call. We do hit our jack. And we're just gonna check. I think we can probably fold, even though we hit our jack. Beat by king, beat by 4, beat by flush. What are we really beating? Just not the best runouts. But we do keep getting hands, which is great. I cannot complain about that. I'm gonna go to, you know what? No, let's go to 2. And I've been raising, I raised the past 3 hands, so this should not look incredibly strong. And I'm on the button. They're tanking. Call, and we just flop top set. No big deal. I'm gonna check. Not too much going on the board. Give him a chance to bluff at it. which he does. And I think I can get away with raising here. So I will go to 750. Raise, says Thor. Yes. Yes, I will raise. I'm hoping he thinks that I'm just full of it. Well, I think raising is the right move there. Happy to have a full house. Feels pretty good. Checking out the tournaments they got. They got a 250 guaranteed in about 40 minutes. Might hit that one up. Well, I'm just going to pre-register because I can. Fan of In-N-Out? Big fan of In-N-Out. Now, some people take that too far and they say In-N-Out is the best. Do I think that it's the best? No. I think that it's pretty damn good. And if you like tell me that you can't eat In-N-Out and say no, it's not good, you're a liar. You are a liar if you say that In-N-Out is not good. But I think again, some people take it too far and they say it's the best. 6ix9ine is a jam. You know what? A little too late. You are correct, though. 6ix9ine is the funny number and should be a jam. Whataburger. You know, I haven't had Whataburger. How is it? I've heard good things. The value is crazy. Are you talking about In-N-Out? Because if you're talking about In-N-Out, I agree. They do. It's a good price, you know, for everything. You know what's crazy is Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. I remember used to have like. But they had the $6 burger. Now their burgers in general are just like, I don't know, I go through there and they're just like, yeah, it's $11. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just a burger. Jesus. I sound like I'm 80 years old. Carl's Jr. used to be a quarter. In-N-Out value is crazy. Meals are so cheap. Yes, agreed. And I think it tastes great. This is not an ad for In-N-Out, but it might as well be. I know Lag Raptor. Well, that wasn't very nice. Rabbit hunting break. Rabbit hunting only brings sadness. Don't do it, folks. Sure, why not? That's why not. Miserable flop. I don't think someone could miss a flop more than I missed that flop. This is not what I expected. Not what I ordered. This is like going to In-N-Out and then to get food, and then they go, wait, well, you don't have any food, sir, but you owe child support. What? Thank you. Let me out of the spot. Let me out of here. I feel so out of place. I'm embarrassed to even be involved in this spot. It was just so cheap to enter, you know? Well, this is a fun little event we have going on here. Let's see if anybody even has the flush. Of course they have the flush. Do they? They don't. They do! Oh, two pair. Two pair! What are you doing? Come on. It just looked too good, huh? No, thank you. That is a sizable raise that apparently looks good to this fellow over here. And the under the gun limper. Was that under the gun? No, that wasn't even close to under the gun. Come on, Josh. Get it together. Need more coffee at 7:30 at night. I like this name. Too stuck to muck. That's great. It's 10:27 in Florida. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Florida. How is Florida right now? You guys got, I don't remember when hurricane season is. Is it like every day in Florida? As far as I can remember? I feel like every time I check the news, it's like, well, Florida's underwater again. I would love to just fold this. Get me out of this pot. Yeah, pretty much. There was rain earlier. Yeah. In all honesty, I don't know if I can handle Florida. I've heard that it's just filled with alligators, mosquitoes, and craziness in general. I do like the rain, though, for the record. The rain actually makes me very comforted. You know, cloudy, rainy days make me feel nice, actually. Now, if it was every single day and I was constantly underwater, I might start to get sick of it. Definitely raising up with this hand. We're gonna go 2. Probably could have gone larger, but whatever. We're here. I accidentally ran over an alligator once, just its tail. Oh no! Oh man, that's wild. Hey, it's not a bad flop. guy's got 158. I don't think we need to get too crazy here. Just gonna check it. Happy to call. Try hit our flush. Getting a good price. Miserable. Ruined. FWIZL, logging off. Enjoy the rest of your night. You enjoy the rest of your night. Don't tell me what to do. I'm just kidding. I love you. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope to see you next time. Folding, obviously. It's great to have you. I was talking to FWIZL, not the hand that I folded. It was not great to have Queen 10 suited in that spot. I've had better. Now I did register for which tournament? This one? I think we did. Yep. And that starts in about a half hour. All right. Well, we're gonna play some cash until then. We could also look at some sit and goes. Those are always fun. I think I gotta start going to like 5x pre-flop. All right, man. Nice seeing you play. I hope to see your next stream. Thank you very much, Thor. Nice having you around. Hope to see you on the next one. Have a good night. Stay dry. Thank you very much. Good luck to you in your endeavors. Run it twice. Sure. Why not? You should. Okay. You didn't, and I feel terrible about it. Not anymore. Hit straight. Let's go. Run it once, baby. All day long. I was being kind. I thought I was being kind. Run it once. Maximum pain. Bought in for 40, down to 18.79. Had some weird first hands, weird first spots. Kind of punted off some money to this fellow over here. Just looking to get it back. Doesn't have to be from them. Not with King 4 offsuit. Let's check out some sit and goes. I said I would do it. I'm gonna do it. None of them are running close enough to get somebody to start it up. So not right now. I will join another cash game though. It's going a little slow right here. Let's join a 6 max. Sounds like fun. Really? Okay. That was weird. I'm not familiar with any of these players. I am a big fan of this name. Too Stuck to Muck. I think that's great. But then they muck. Not as advertised. Come on. Playing a couple cash games right now. We are registered in a tournament that starts in about 25 minutes, I believe. And we'll see how that goes. No, thank you. Pretty good hand. Limpy, limpy. With a big old raise, I think I can just jam here. And a call. That is, we're gonna run it once. That is a wild call, sir. Do not reward this. Okay. Okay. That was a wild call. I mean, I'm not complaining. But wow. Does 10-5 suited just... Does that just feel like a fantastic call there? Clubs Poker, everybody. Join. So you can have that happen to you as well. It's fantastic. God, why am I even looking at this hand? Don't even look at it. Wouldn't mind a call here. We do get the call. Fantastic flop. Though, you know, weak ace could be in their range, but we will go for a small bet here. If they don't have an ace, they'll have a hard time continuing. Feels a little bit like a weak ace, but we're not going to slow down. Because if we do hit our flush, we're getting some great value. We don't. We do not hit our flush. And whatever they've been calling us with this entire way, they're probably not folding. They limp called pre-flop. Don't seem like the type that I can barrel into to get them to fold. King 3. Not going to get him to fold his 3, folks. Not happening. Holding on to it tightly. As one does. No, thank you. Now, if this was Octocrab, money's going in. We did sign up for a tournament, which starts at about, I think it starts in about 20 minutes. I will take a short couple minute break before that happens. We'll hop off these tables at that point for a short little break, and then I will be back for the tournament. Looking back at that, that was, yep, 18 minutes. There's also, ooh, a progressive knockout. Could be a fun one as well. Might register on that. Not going to play the Robbie under the gun. As much as I'd love to. Pocket four is in the big blind. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Unless there's like a open and a 3-bet and a 4-bet and a jam and all that. Something tells me it's not going to happen. That's a call. Not the worst flop in the world. I've seen worse. Super easy for someone to have a king or a 3 here. And a 9. Can't go too far in this hand. I think we just give it up here. Pocket fours and the big blind here as well. Let's go. Choose your own adventure. A king 3-7 flop is very similar to what we just had. What is going on? Not as good as the king 3-3 one, but still not bad. Ace jack suited and small blind over here. That's pretty good. Board pairs, which is fine with me. I think I just call. How much we up tonight? We are not. How about that? Currently, down a couple buy-ins in a tournament. So like down like 40. But we're gonna hop right back in to another tournament or two. I don't have a heart, so I don't have the heart to call. I'm just gonna fold it. Damn is right, but that's okay. It's a very long game. Some say it lasts your whole life. Appreciate you joining the stream. Welcome, by the way. I do want to see what you have. Let's get the showdown, shall we? Ace jack. Damn. Well, out of position. Didn't feel great about it. I guess I was getting a relatively good price to call, but do I expect the turn to go check, check? Probably not. Little limpy limp on the button. Whew. Nope. Backdoor possibilities, but not worth it. Tenny suited, and the hijack. Sure, we'll raise it up. Not a ton of 3-betting here, so I feel fine raising with this hand. Aja. Just leads out with 8-9 offsuit there. That is really weird and noted. Pocket fours. Sure, raise it up. Could fold it, but that's boring. Get 3-bet from the small blind. We're in position, hoping for a 4. Don't get a 4. Could have probably just folded it pre-flop. I'm fine. I'm fine folding that. What the heck was happening on that table? Okay, we got these tournaments starting in about 10 minutes. Shortly here, I'm going to hop off these tables, take a short break, and then I will be back to play a couple tournaments. Switch it up a little bit. I think I'll play to the button. Who says it like that? Button or cutoff on both these tables. And then we will go from there on a short break before returning to play a couple tournaments. Jehun says, "Hey, what's up? Nothing much. What's up with you? How's it going?" Just playing some poker. Ten four. I swear, every time I go back to that table, somebody's got some weird hand at Showdown. Okay, we got a raise, a call. I am fine folding Queen 10 offsuit, especially when there's a 3-bet versus the under the gun raise. Got nothing going on there. Couple more hands, take a short break. We got nothing going on there. All right, so we are gonna hop off the tables that we have going here, and I will be back. Just gonna have a short break. Got a couple tournaments starting shortly, less than 10 minutes from now, and that will be when we get back. See you guys shortly. BRB. And we're back. Feeling refreshed. Gonna play a couple tournaments and see how it goes. If you're just now joining, we have returned from a short break, and we're going to play a couple tournaments. Got a 250 guarantee over here, and a 20 guarantee over here. This one's a turbo, which is 5-minute levels. Over here, I guess 7-minute levels is still not a turbo. Not as much of a turbo. And just all-ins, just immediate all-ins. When I tell you, you gotta get on this site. Well, Queens isn't the worst jam I've ever seen with 100 big blinds. I've seen a lot of weird ones. But calling with 8's there, come on. Kind of weird to be folded to. Folded to here as well. We'll raise it up. Very fine doing the raising with both of those. I want you to fold and I want you to call. Or we just take it down. This type of board, I'm going to bet a little bit more than half pot. I'm not going to play the Robbie. And we take it down. Easy game. Love to see Jack 10. We got a limp. And we'll raise it to 4 big blinds. Fairly quick call from the small blind. Second pair, multi-way. Got ace 10 here. It's check to us. You know, I'm fine checking it back here. Don't want to bloat the pot too much with just second pair. I'm fine calling. Really fine calling. Jack 10 over here as well. It looks good. I don't think there's any reason to raise. I think we can just call. I accidentally lipped over there. Queen 4 takes it down. Of course they had Queen 4. I'm fine going for value over here. No reason to slow down. Check it. We do get raised, which doesn't feel great. I will call, see how the river goes. Got nothing going on. We're just gonna go ahead and fold there. Yeah, take it down. Probably could have played that a little bit better. Sorry guys, 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm not gonna lie, I do smell smoke, and that's a little weird. I will step away. BRB. And we're back. Mystery solved. Someone blew out a candle, and I have the smelling ability of a dog, apparently, because that was far away from where I'm at, and I just smelled smoke. I do not feel like I should have smelled that, but I somehow was able to, and thought that I was going to die. I'm not. Pair of threes is good. Let's go. I need a win, and I will take it. No reason to get weird there. Early position 3-bet. Sure. We're in position. Let's see a flop. I've seen worse flops, but not gonna. I don't know, man. No, I don't feel great about it. Definitely don't feel great about it. I do want to see what happens here. It's a pretty good flop. Queens versus sevens. Would hit my flush. That's poker, baby. Don't feel great about the heart coming in. And then he leads for a big blind, which is basically a check. It's possible he's got one heart, and I've got no hearts. So if we get a big bet here, which we do, We're totally fine just laying it down. Gross. Super gross. What are you gonna do, right? If you're just joining us, we're playing a couple tournaments on Clubs Poker. And Ace Queen's pretty good. Both of those things can be true at the same time. Get a call from our nemesis here. Gonna continue. And get a fold. Desirable results. Eight, 9 suited. Let's go to 2.5x. We're gonna fold the 5-3 offsuit. And if we get 3-bet, we can just lay it down. Not the worst flop I've ever seen, but out of position, 3 ways. I'm not gonna go wild just yet. And that is a miserable turn. No, thank you. Take it down. Really want to see what they show down here. Ace 6. Yeah, they had a diamond. What a weird. All right. Not quite the Robbie, so we're not going to play it. Not doing great here. 22 big blinds. Doing, fairly okay over here. Not the best either. Top pair, weak kicker. Check it. I think we can go for a little bit of value. Would hate to see a raise. Would hate to see a club or an ace on the river. Oh! Still gonna bet at it. Got to go for that thin value. Can't be too scared of the flush coming in. Flicking a call. Gut shot. Feel a little bit better if we had a diamond. But it doesn't matter because no one's putting any money in the pot. Never mind. Spoke too soon. And that's not Octocrab, so we're not going to blast off. I almost don't want to look at this. Whenever I look at these boards, I swear to God, I hit my straight that I would have, you know, if I was still involved. Can't talk right now. Pretty good river for ace jack. Jack 10 offsuit on the button feels great. Blinds just went up over here, so down to 23 big blinds. Doesn't feel great. A limp, and we'll raise it up. 3 big blinds. Maybe could have gone to 3.5. Get 3-bet from the small blind. Don't feel fantastic. I might just fold this. Let's see what this jabroni does over here. It's not the worst spot in the world. Probably could just fold it, but you know, here we are. No club in hand. Second pair. Great price still. Man, he's just gonna like... I feel like he's just got a club and he's probably like the ace of clubs. Like ace, club, queen, heart, something like that. And he's just hoping to hit a club on the river. And when he doesn't, maybe he'll just blast off. Oh, that's what my gut is telling me, right? Players generally don't like to bluff. But the weird, it's just his bet sizing super weird. Just gonna call. I was, he had one more club than I thought. I don't feel terrible about it. Could have gone a different way for sure. Vavavoom! Welcome! Just tuning in. Tourney, specs. This I am playing a couple tourneys. First one is 20 guaranteed. Second that I have over here with 20 big blinds is 250 guaranteed. 7-minute levels over here. And then over here, where I made a terrible call on the river, these are 5-minute levels. Not looking great. Welcome to the stream, Vavavoom. Always nice to have you here. Maybe also just because I like saying your name. Vavavoom. I'll say it again. Man, I really let them just value bet me to death. Just do your best. Thanks. I appreciate you. I will do my best. It's the type of positivity we need around here, all right? Can't play perfectly. Just aces versus sevens. Perfection is a human construct. Now you're speaking my language. Pocket nines feels good. Ace queen feels better because it's easy. You just jam. Pocket nines does not feel great anymore. Just gonna fold it. Aces again? Wow. I mean, run good, you know? You know what? I will re-enter, sir. I re-entered and got slapped into a table by myself. That's fine. Let's wait till late registration whittles away and there is no one to fight us. What a weird chain of events. There we go. Okay. All right. So now we are re-entered over here in the 20 guaranteed with about 20 big blinds. And then over here, 18 big blinds in the 250 guaranteed. Man, that guy had, I think he had aces 2 hands in a row. Good for him. Pocket nines again. I don't know. It's feeling like an omen. I think I just jam here. Don't feel amazing about it, but... Oh, I feel terrible now. Jeez. What the hell is going on here? Verse ace king. It's a fair race. That's poker, baby. Let's go. Feel great about that. King queen versus a limp and a raise. I think we can just jam. That's been doing us good here so far. What is with these rejams? Just wild. Is this... And then just a call? Oh my god, give me a king. Give me a king. Nope. Wow. All right. Do I dare? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Why not? Third bullet. $250 guarantee is going fine. When pocket nines can take down ace king, it's going fine. Feel pretty good about it. Oh god. Does that show up in stream? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. We still? I think I just happened to, on my second bullet I came in with 20 big blinds, third bullet I come in with 20 big blinds. That's how fast I busted out of the tournament the second time. I don't think I'm, with king queen offsuit, I don't think I'm folding versus a raise and a call. And I think calling is just asking for a big old multi-way pot. So I don't feel terrible about jamming there. I don't think I did anything too incorrectly. So I think once we're done with these tournaments here, we are going to call it a night. Still having a good time. Ace-3 suited. Doesn't feel terrible. I'm going to raise it to 3.5 with an under-the-gun limp. Really only worried about this guy, unless somebody else does something wacky. Would love for it to just call around. Okay, so it's going to work its way back into the blinds. This guy's disconnected. Limp call, and we just flop the nuts. Oh man, that feels great. I think I'm just gonna tank call. Love being in position with the nuts. And a jam? Come on, they're just giving it away here. Feels great. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Recommend for sure. Again, running well right now in the 250 guaranteed. In the 20 guaranteed, not so much. That is fine though. I think if I was going to run good in either, it would be the larger of the two. And that's what we're doing. 67 big blinds. We're third out of 15 players right now in this tournament, with 33 minutes left for late registration. And on the 20 guaranteed, about 8 minutes left in late registration. So no thank you. Queen 10 versus ace 6. All right. Fold over here so we can just focus with the nuts. I almost got involved, and then I noticed I had 14 big blinds. Come on, focus up. Would have actually taken it down, but doesn't matter. Not getting involved there. Action over here. Is that Queen 10 versus Ace 6 again? I think it's a different table, though. A lot of these hands have just been too similar. Or maybe I'm getting tired. I can't tell which one it is. Could be both. So we got an open, and then a jam, and then a call. wild action here. And of course a call. Ace Queen, not the worst call in the world, but King 10, what are you doing? Wow. Wild action. With 14 big blinds, not doing anything with this hand except for folding. If you're just now joining us, again, we are playing 2 tournaments right now on Clubs Poker. One is the 250 guaranteed, the other is the 20 guaranteed, which, as I was just notified on the screen, has 5 minutes left in late registration. But the 250 guaranteed is going pretty well. We're 4th out of 14. Feels pretty good with 30 minutes left for late registration. So far, the payouts on this is paying a third. First place takes 125. See if we can continue to run good there. Blinds just went up. We got 10 big blinds and pocket kings. Let's go, Jammeroni. Let's hope for one caller. I did want one. There is one, but something tells me he's not going to be the only one. If I know this field. Fold. Come on. Oh, ace high board. The ace magnets strike again. Super gross. I will be shocked if someone doesn't have an ace. Or a 10 at this point. Or a flush. I mean, what do I beat? Really? Yeah, we're dead. Dead. How about the nuts? That's not the nuts. Nuts would be a full house. Man, just like demolished in this tournament. Absolutely demolished. That's fine. Going back to the 250 guaranteed, where we're actually running quite well. Once this tournament's over, we will be calling it a night. But hopefully the night is ending with us winning first place. That's the goal. I will happily call in position here. I might even 3-bet. I am going to 3-bet. And they just call, which feels great. And we get rewarded with the best flop we could ever want here. We're not going to slow down. We're going to keep going for value. Not scared of nothing on this board. That's why you 3-bet. Feeling great with 60 big blinds. Second place out of 15 right now. Just gonna keep our head on a swivel. Play smart. Keep running it up. not playing the Robbie. And you can't make me. 25 minutes left of late registration in this 250 guarantee tournament. Blind just went up. Probably see that reflected on the next hand. Come on. Might have actually taken it down with the Robbie here. It's a shame. Gotta play that trash. Okay, we got 50 big blinds, still feeling great about it, especially when we have ace-8 suited in the cutoff. Lovely spot. Wouldn't mind to be folded to, feels great. Gotta make it 3 big blinds. And they say that's far too much, and they fold. Easy game. So far, not too much funny business going on at this table. In this tournament, though, that is different. This tournament, the last tournament I was in, I mean, just wild action. People getting it all in with Queen 10, offsuit. Earlier, I had, in one of the cash games, I had Ace King suited. I 3-bet jammed and got called by 10-6 suited. Good cash games too. And yes, my Ace King held up. Relatively quiet player raises. Gets a call from the small blind. Now they're very quiet because they're disconnected. Nope, they're back. C-bet, 4 big blinds into 6.2, and they take it down. Pretty standard stuff. King, queen, lovely. Button flat. Let's see what the blinds want to do. Couple calls. And then a jam. Easy fold. I have seen this player do some wild stuff before. Yeah, just with a flush draw and a 2. 8-9 gets there on the river. Just like, all right. Weird stuff. Like I said, I've seen that player do some crazy, wild shit, so. With these limpers, with Jack 10 offsuit in the big blind, I don't know if I want to raise it up. I don't think I'm going to get too many folds. What are you talking about? Let's get weird. Ugh. immediately don't feel great about it. Feel a little bit better. It'd be nice if I had a spade in my hand. I think I would check most of the time here, even if I did have a flush. Pot size bet. Yeah, I think I just let it go. I should have followed my gut, which is to assume that they're not folding, and if they're not folding, then I don't have any fold equity, and then I'm just in a bloated pot multi-way, blah, 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 blah. I saw it in my mind's eye, and I still let it happen. Just gotta play straightforward. The amount of times that I just see a jam and a call, I tell you, sixes jamming here is just bananas. Clubs poker. Jack 10 offsuit, but now we're on the button. Much more valuable. Raise to 4. Something tells me this guy's 100% calling. If he folds, I will, wow, never mind, doesn't matter. We're folding. Easy peasy. I might actually need to tighten up a little bit. I mean, I don't think raising Jack 10 offsuit on the button is the worst thing in the world, but I mean, these players are just wild right now. I'm just spewing chips. $17 left for late registration. Right now we're 6 out of 12. Could be worse. Just gonna fold that. No reason to get crazy. Blinds went up, we're down to 27 big blinds. Still 6 out of 12. See how it goes. Relatively boring pot. Okay, let's see if we can get a big blind special. It's not it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Happy to give it up. King high takes it down. The nuts. Apparently. Queen 10 offsuit and small blind. Not gonna raise it, but I will limp. I don't think it's strong enough to call here. Maybe if it was suited. Don't feel great about it. So just toss it. guy's been relatively quiet, and then all of a sudden he just raises out of nowhere. Alarm bells going off. Ace king? Queens. Thought it was it looked like a bluff too. I don't think I can call there with ace high. Maybe. Just too many, trying to, what was that board? Let's go to the replay. This is not the hand. This is the hand. Yeah, I mean, tens, jacks, queens, kings, aces, they all do that. I'll gladly fold my ace high there. $25 big blinds. We are down to 13 players right now, but still 13 minutes left in late registration. Jack 9 offsuit, early position, happy to fold it. No reason to get wild with it. Man, this is not bad. 550 for this guarantee is just really great. Can't complain. I mean, if I bust out, I'm and it's still in late registration, I'm buying back in. That's fantastic. Pretty good flop. Open-ended. I think I can still call here. Miserable. What you got? A 6. Barf. And the blinds just went up. Next hand. Really gross. Man, what happened to the run good that we were having on this tournament, huh? That's poker, baby. Yep, down to 16 big blinds. Probably just looking to jam or fold at this point. You know, it's not rocket science. see if we can get a sneaky double up. It'd be great. Ace 8 from the cutoff. Almost glad that he raised, because I was about to get weird with it and jam. I just didn't feel great about it. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible while I still have fold equity, but this guy's like barely folding anything. Wow. It would have gone bad. Actually, yeah, no, it would have gone terribly. And just like that, the tables have turned for Ghost A, who was riding high with their stack. Now they go all in with 3-5 suited, because why not? And just no bueno. I mean, I'm not judging. I haven't been running that great either over here on my end, so can't really judge. I mean, to be fair, when you start throwing your stack around willy-nilly, you're gonna get bit a little bit. So can't feel too bad about it. Seven minutes left in late registration in this tournament, so even if we do bust, we will rebuy. Really great tournament, actually. 550 buy-in, 250 guarantee, 13 players. I mean, can you ask for a better situation? Walkies? We love walkies. Pocket twos. The nuts. Just kidding. I'm out. I'm outie. God, look at the stack size on this. Oh, God. I am going to puke. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Deuces never loses. I don't love raising off a 16 big blind stack, but I'll do it from time to time. Oh no is correct, Vavavoom. That is correct. Well, I'm not gonna get wild on this. I'm fine to just fold. Would have been fine to just take down the blinds, but no sir. We're gonna almost on break during for this tournament. Less than a minute. There's still 5 minutes left in late registration. I believe that gets paused for the break. I think when we go on break for this tournament, I will step away for a minute and then I will be back. What is going on here? Fives just demolishes. What is going on? Just double KO. Wild. Welcome. That is crazy. Okay, guys, I'm gonna step away for a second. I will be right back. And we're back. Gabriel on Instagram says, "Hello there, brother. Playing some tourneys and cash games here in Brazil. Good luck." Thank you, Gabriel. Good luck to you as well. You playing on Clubs Poker? Where are you playing? Also, Elise on YouTube says hello. Says yo. Yo, right back at you, Elise. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Happy to have you here. We are playing right now a 250 guaranteed tournament. I thought that late registration paused during the break, but it does not. So we cannot rebuy. There are 16 players left in this tournament, and we've got 14 big blinds, and a dream. GG Poker. Well, Gabriel, I say again, good luck to you as well. Hope you get some run good. Run good. That's for you. Boom. Hope you get it. So we're just basically in an all-in or fold situation here. Just a minute left in this level. So the blind's going to go up after this. Not feeling great. Would like for the blinds to hit me now to get a bit of a discount. That's always a great feeling, but it's not going to happen because we are under the gun next. Such is life. That's poker, baby. This tournament pays to 4, and we are 8th out of 16 right now. If you're going to play, it's got to be For It All. Says Big Murder 187. What a weird name, but yes, you are correct. Agreed. Elise says, I understand half of that. I'll try to hang in. Well, if you got any questions, let me know, and I'm happy to answer them for you. We got 8 big blinds. Not feeling great. I mean, honestly, everyone at this table basically has the same stack size, so we do kind of still have fold equity. I'm glad that the larger stacks are to our right. That makes it a little bit easier. So if they fold, we can often jam and not feel too terrible about it. Hello, it's not that weird, brother. Yeah, no, I'm just playing around. Believe me, I've seen way weirder names than Big Murder on Instagram and elsewhere. Luke says, save enough for a turn or river bluff on pre-flop raise. I tell you what, I am not raising to anything other than all in here with 8 big blinds, just looking to get it all in. Any ace, you got to play it. Agreed. Pretty much any ace, we are jamming. Unless it's like a super weak ace from early position, don't feel as great, in that situation. Might have to go smaller raise when you're strong pre, just so others don't have to snap you off because you're short. We'll see, but for the most part, with 8 big blinds, I am generally just looking to get it all in. Ace 10 is a perfect example. Money's going in here. I feel you're about to get a Queen 10. Well, how about an Ace 10? How's that hit you? This is it. This is it. Here we go. I feel like one of these people are just going to like jam to isolate this, which doesn't make any sense. This isn't like a bounty tournament, but I've seen people do it. And we're just in such a good spot here to jam. Versus King 10, we're great. Did I say that we're great? Because I meant we're trash. Is versus the shorter stack, so we're fine. Elise says, I feel good about that Ace 10. I felt pretty good about it too. I still don't feel terrible about it. Big Murder says, unreal. Runner. Runner. Yeah, well, that's poker, baby. Lee says rip. Rip is correct. Queen 9 versus 10-10. And 10s. We'll take it down. We got 16 left in this tournament. Late registration is over. So we are just going to try to run it up. Just waiting for the perfect spot. We're fishing here. We're just fishing. Just waiting for the perfect spot, and then we rip it. Once we bust out of this tournament, we are calling it a night. Notice how I say once we bust out of this tournament. Let me change that up. Oh, Schmab Robis. What I said is, once we get first in this tournament, we're going to call it a night. King Jack coming up for you, and it's time for a double up. Appreciate you. Position raised to 2.6. Not with 8-7. Definitely not with 8-7. Seems like you need a 7-2 suited to jam. See, Gabriel gets it. He gets it. We're going to call it a night, guys. Get me out of here. Get me off this table. I hate that. It's so wild. Fives is just a jam here. I hate that I'm doing it early position, but I'm probably not going to see a better hand. Hate that there's a rejam after that. Feels terrible. Hopefully it's just ace king and it's a fair fight. Lee said, wait, did you not just go all in? I'm confused. I did, and we're against queens, and it's terrible, and it's miserable. That's poker, baby. Sometimes you jam fives into queens. 14th out of 38. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Well, that is going to be it for me, guys. Gonna call it a night. But Big Murder says, good run, man. Thank you. And you know what? And I also appreciate Gabriel calling for the 5 on the turn, even though it didn't happen. We'd love to see some blood like that. It's always next time. Yep. That is poker, baby. I had a good time tonight. Thank you guys for joining. Next live stream is going to be on Friday, this upcoming Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be doing a meetup game here on Clubs Poker. So I'll have some tables running and you can join in and play some poker with me. I'll be streaming. Big Murder says, I appreciate your poker knowledge, man. I appreciate you. And Vavavoom says, well played. Thank you so much for switching the screens. Of course, Vavavoom. I told you I got you. You said, hey, I want your face on the bottom and the action up top. And that's what we do. I can still touch it, though. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that it looks better. I've already gotten some people telling me it looks better. Anyways, like I was saying, this upcoming Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we're having a meetup game. My meetup game last time had 5 tables running, generally playing 5 cent, 10 cent, so just micro stakes, having a good time playing around. So if you do want to join, make sure you're signed up. Go to my page, click on the link, and sign up there. When you use my link, it does help me out. Spoilers, it helps me. And yeah, and then we can play some poker together on Friday. And there will be, if you're following me on Instagram, there will be some stories up on Friday to remind you. So make sure that you are following me there as well to get those reminders. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you very much. And we'll see you next time.